Hey guys, Chance Reynolds here. Wanted to make a video of kind of what I'm gonna do at the end of the week to make sure that next week is better than this week, and talk about, kind of weekly wrap up a little bit of what drove my business this week and what I can do today to systematize kind of what happened throughout this week, and make sure that next week I'm a little bit more slick in how I handle my business. It's about 6 a.m. on Saturday morning. I'm sitting on my I always swore I would never have like a white trashy back porch with just like crap all over it, but I have a 4-year-old son, and it's just he wants to keep like old mops and stuff. It's just a bunch of white trashy stuff. It's used to embarrass me when he was like 2. Now I'm just like, whatever. That's just how it is when you have a 4-year-old. At least with mine, I'm forced to give up. You can hear an actual rooster crowing out here because I live out in the country. You give up your back porch. Okay, so what did I do this week that was the biggest driver of business and leads for me? What filled my pipeline the most? That's kind of the question I want to ask myself at the end of each week. Like, what did I do to fill my pipeline with people that I can help? And the thing that I did this week that drove the most client was two things together. So I created a post in ClickFunnels that told entrepreneurs, the common mistakes with LLCs and which state to file in. How to not file in the wrong state, essentially, because people make that mistake crazy, like all the time. Every day people are making that mistake. And when you make a post like that, like a value post, you need to make sure it's not just salesy. You need to go into it with the mindset that you're not gonna make any sales and you're gonna spend a lot of time helping people for free. That's how I look at it. And I'm gonna answer every question in the comments that I possibly can. And if I can't answer a question, I'm gonna try to find, I know most of the questions that I won't answer are tax related, because I'm not an accountant and I hate it when accountants give legal advice. So I try to practice what I preach. Even though I understand a lot about taxes, I don't understand as much about taxes as I do about LLCs. So that's one thing that I did. That's one of the first things I did. I also moved, so that got, as I know it will because I've done it a bunch of times, this was actually a straight copy and paste of something I posted before, because that group, the ClickFunnels group, has grown so much that I could just copy and paste the same thing and tell people, look, I'm copying and pasting this, but I'm seeing this question in here, like once a day, essentially once a week at least. And this is a repost, but it's super helpful. And I posted this literally verbatim, this exact thing before. And people, when they see that, what are they gonna do? They're gonna ask questions, they're gonna argue with you, or they're gonna like go to your personal profile page. So you need to make sure that your personal profile page is just completely public. If you want to use the method that I'm saying, it has to be public. It has to be like where you're just accepting all friend requests, essentially, and you're just letting anyone see anything that comes onto your Facebook profile. Then you need to go live on your profile with some more information that's just straight value drop. You can do a little more call to action now at this point and ask people, if you're interested, give me a call, because you want people to know, like, and trust you. And this is just part of them getting to trust you, is like providing the value. And while you're providing that value, they're going to start to know you. They'll understand who you are. They may or may not like you. They may or may not like what you have to say, but you can't worry about that part. That's part that I think that people get hung up on, and that I used to get hung up on, is like, I don't want to look like an asshole. I don't want to like oversell. I don't want my friends that are already on my Facebook page to be turned off by what I'm doing. But it just comes to a certain point where it's like, I'm doing all my business on Facebook. I don't want Facebook to be a distraction to me. We're all gonna be on Facebook all the time. It's like I'm doing a Wasp commercial. We're all gonna be on Facebook all the time. So we might as well just use our personal profiles to actually benefit us rather than distract us. That's how I'm looking at it. And if people that are, I went to high school with, that are on my Facebook page, that I don't even care, I don't even talk to them anyway, have a problem with what I'm putting on here, then they could just unfriend. It will not hurt my feelings at all. I would understand. If they were doing it, I would possibly unfriend them, because what they're selling, or what they're teaching may not be something that's valuable to me. But so those are the two things that I did that drove the most business. Now what I want to do is kind of reflect on that this morning while everybody's still asleep. If I'm getting so like hyped up that probably like waking people up, but my phone battery's dying. So what I want to do this morning is make a spreadsheet of the most commonly asked questions that I got, because I was on the phone all day for like 3 days with people because of these because of the post and the Facebook lives that I did on my personal profile, and just friend requesting a ton of people and accepting all friend requests that came in. I got a lot of questions through Facebook Messenger, a lot of questions through my phone, they straight up called me, and a lot of questions through email. So I want to make a spreadsheet of the 10 most common questions that I got asked, so I know what to teach next week. So I'm answering all those questions and knocking down all those objections to whether or not people want to know, like, or trust me, and whether I'm credible to do what they need done and answer the questions that they need answered. So that's what I'm doing this morning, getting in some work early, rooster crowing in the background. Hope everybody has a great weekend.